I made comments that I'm not happy about, that I do not agree with, but they came from a time and place in my life where I was struggling deeply. I had PTSD, I had depression, I had all of the things that come with serving in a war, in 2 wars, that I eventually began to not believe in at all. It left me feeling very alienated and very isolated. And I think, like a lot of people, I went on the internet to post stupid things and get in fights and find some form of community in some way, some outlet for my feelings, for my rage. It wasn't until I found actual community that all went away.
My issues with him are not the fact that he was saying racist shit or victim blaming women in 2013 as a jarhead. He was a Marine. What are you talking about? Wow, I can't believe in 2013 a Marine that just came out of active duty was saying fuck shit. He was probably the most woke Marine of all time. Meanwhile, have you got to that same position of racism because you watched the wrong YouTube video and you don't believe that any longer? So why the are you chirping in the chat? You didn't actually go and get PTSD and brick your goddamn brain, and you still arrived at his dumbass positions about women and black people. Why? Because you watched one Roblox video and it took you down a right-wing pipeline, and you found yourself rehashing Sargon of Akkad takes. You don't have a moral higher ground than others because of your different journey through radicalization or your actions. You especially have to have a different approach to people who have done fuck shit, who society doesn't even think is doing fuck shit. Like someone who was a cop that turned around and said, I was a cop for, 4 years or whatever. I did heinous shit. The job literally broke me. It made me into like a racist person. I hated who I'd become and I quit. And now I'm spending my time being like, policing is fundamentally broken as an institution. If you think I'm going to turn around and be like, fuck that guy, he was a cop at some point, you're stupid. And the same goes for this guy. Any veteran that realizes what they did was up is not coming to that conclusion because people yelled at them. They're coming to that conclusion because they personally engaged in self-criticism. They personally arrived at that conclusion because society broadly does not give a shit. So if someone realizes that this is wrong, when society doesn't think that they're wrong, that they're in the wrong, then that's a good thing. That requires a lot more self-criticism, restraint, and critical thinking than any number of different things that you've changed your mind on.
But I am very proud of the person I am today. And it was that whole journey that got me here. And while I won't defend things I said in the past, I will just say